Hey you guys, it is me, Shaniqua of Shaniqua CTV, or Shaniqua C of Shaniqua CTV, or however you want to label me. Um, but as you guys know, I am a storypreneur strategist. If you don't know, then I am. And let me explain what that is. A storypreneur strategist is someone who helps people see the story within and create several different paths of profitable actions, such as social media, such as products, such as just having a conversation with their story. So a storypreneur is a person who takes the story and the entrepreneur, smush it together and just creates a business from it, or helps people create a business from it. So that is what I do. Now, the topic of tonight is what I really want to talk about. And it is a subject that tickles me because I entered the entrepreneurial realm, hey Serene, back in 2014 as a member of Jamberry. So I started as a direct sales consultant. And that was an easy way to do it for me, because I didn't have to worry about shipping and all that good stuff. That was handled by somebody else. I just had to show up and be my effervescent self in text because live was not around at that time. And it worked. I actually did pretty well. But one of my struggles was I wanted to brand myself outside of the business, especially once I learned what branding outside of the business was. I kept feeling like Jamberry was Jamberry, but Jamberry wasn't Shaniqua. So I started following all these entrepreneurs online who became successful entrepreneurs, some of them 7 figures at this point. And, what's that thing came out? Periscope, 2015, Periscope came out. And that is when a shift in my life started. And as a person, I'm a Gemini, I don't know if you believe in zodiacs or anything, but I'm pretty true to the Gemini in the fact that we have different skills, where I'm not a Gemini is people think you're fake or something. That's just not me. You get who you see. Now, can I have an attitude problem? Yeah, because I'm human. But as far as being creative, that's me. Loquacious, I talk a lot. That's me. Artistic, that's me. I do it in writing though, because I can't decorate for anything. So I have these different talents, right? I have this ability to show up online. I have this ability to stand on a stage. I have this ability to write a book or to write plays or to write songs or to write poems. Like I just have these different things that I like to do. I also have this business mind, which I'm not supposed to have according to some people. And my business mind is more God-led, I'd put it that way. Because one of the things that I've been able to do my whole life, but now is shaped around business, is see paths that people can take. So for instance, we can have a conversation about your life and all of a sudden I'm going, do you realize how powerful you are? Like, seriously, I ask that question a lot. Do you realize how powerful you are? Do you see where the strength is in your story? Do you not understand there's somebody out there waiting for that? And most people think when I say story, I'm talking books. I'm not. Your story shows up in so many different forms, guys. Your story shows up in live streams. Your story shows up in the products you create. Your story shows up in the books you write. The story shows up in your platform on stage. Your story is you, right? It's several different parts of you. And so when I entered this entrepreneurial realm, I kept hearing from people, pick one thing. And it was just like, what? And so every time I tried, it was like, all right, I'm going to focus on writing. And then my business mind's like, but no, you can talk to people and help them see their lives and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm like, all right, so I'm going to focus on doing that. And it's like, no, because you could be writing stories that help change people's mind. I have so many passions, guys. It's ridiculous, right? I have so many passions. But one of the things that I came to understand this year, and like I said, I've been at this since 2014, and here it is 2018, and I'm 39 years old, so don't think this is just for millennial people. I'm a Zennial. We kick this off. But this isn't just for young people to sit there and pivot and change and pivot and change. If you're a person who's of an older age, I'm sure you don't want to die miserable, right? So if pivoting and changing is necessary, do it, okay? Do it for you because you were given a life, not anybody else. You were given your life, not anybody else. All right, so here's the thing. I have two apples here, right? I have a green apple and I have a red apple. And here's the thing. A lot of people are saying that your things, your multi-passionate things, right? You might be an artist, you might be a dancer, you might be a singer, you might be a blogger, you might be a crafty mom, or you might be a combination of those things. A lot of people will have you thinking those things are apples to oranges, right? They are not, because they're apples to apples, okay? And as I went picking out these apples, Kroger, because that's where I went, Kroger had 4 different types of apples. And by 4, I mean 4 of the 50-cent apples. Look, my kids are not here, so these usually are for them. So they had like 4 different 50-cent apples. They had these Gala things, and then they had these Granny Smith things, and then they had the golden apples, and then they had another type of red apples, Fiji, I think, something like that. But there are 4 different types of apples. And as I was picking out these apples, a couple things hit me. And one of those things was this. I'm so glad God doesn't pick me like I pick apples, right? Because I was sitting there picking up these apples, and I'm looking for imperfections so that I could put it down. I was like, got bruised. Oh, that's cut. Oh my gosh, I don't like the coloring, right? So I was just so grateful that, first of all, God doesn't pick me the way that I pick apples, because I was so picky in choosing over the things that were bruised that they didn't come home with me. And thankfully, he doesn't pick you like that, right? He picked you for what's inside. And so I picked up these 2 apples, and I have a green apple and a red apple. And so the second thing that occurred to me when I picked up these apples are, they seem like they're different, but they're the same. And so it hit me that that is what it is to be multi-passionate. Your passions may seem like they're so different, but they're actually the same. Hey, namesake. What's up, Shaniqua and Christina? So weird saying that. Hey, Cho. So here's the thing. People will have you thinking that your passions are apples to oranges, but your passions, your multi-passionate self, it's actually apples to apples, right? And so let me explain this part to you, right? I'm really excited because when I'm off of here, I'm going to eat my favorite snack, which is apples with lemon pepper, and maybe salt. I don't know. It depends on the flavoring. But anyway, so I'm really excited. I'm having a fat girl moment because I'm like so excited. All right, so anyway, I got a knife. I'm pretty careful with it. Let me show you something, right? So when I cut this apple, I'm so excited it makes the sound. Apple sounds like, oh my gosh, you're about to be quenched and satisfied at the same time, right? An apple just sounds so juicy and so yummy. And so I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. I can't cut on camera. It really sucks. Oh, there we go. Whew, Lordy. Okay, so in an apple, look what's here, right? You got this apple. This is green, right? All right, so cool. Let's look at the red one. Let's look at the red one. I should probably take this sticker off because I'm gonna devour this when we're done. Okay, so anyway, I'm cutting it open. It's making that delicious apple sound. All right, so, okay, I'm scared of fruit, guys, so I don't like to look inside of it. What do you notice? The light's a little bright, but what do you notice about these apples? Chances are you notice that inside the apples, they both have a core. That's you, and that's your multi-passions. They both have a core. So, what's inside the core? Inside the core are seeds. So what I can do with these seeds, these are the parts that get to be spread to other places to create other trees, and I won't even get into the tree analogy, but to be able to be spread to a different tree, to start a whole new life, and to feed people differently. But red or green, it's the same. So you can be multi-passionate. You can absolutely be multi-passionate. You can love dance and you can love math. You can love writing and you can love consultations. You can love speaking and you can love being by yourself. It's okay, because at the core of it is you. So here's the thing that I learned about myself this year, me being a multi-passionate person, is that at the core, what I do is I want to make sure that when people walk away from me, no matter what the experiences they have with me, when people walk away from me, I want them to feel better about themselves. I want them to see the power in their story and in their life. I want them to feel confident to pursue their dreams. So it doesn't matter if I'm writing a movie, a book, an article. It doesn't matter if I'm speaking on live or on a stage. It doesn't matter if I'm having a consultation with people going over making product funnels. It doesn't matter, because the core of it all is that I want them to walk away empowered, hungry, and in pursuit of their better self. That's what I want. And at the core of it all, that's what I want. So no matter what my passion is, at the core of it all is the same thing. So when you're looking at your multi-passions, when you are writing your branches, put yourself in a circle and write all the good things that you can do and all the skills that you can do and all the things that people come to you for, write all that stuff. And at the core of it, what is it that you do? What is it that people get from you? And what is it that make you so happy? And what that means is you don't have to choose one thing. You just put it in the type of order that works for you. On Mondays, you can do this. On Tuesdays, you can do this. And on Wednesdays, you can do this. And repeat. That is what you can do when you're a multi-passionate person. Show up, schedule the time for your passion, and respect it. Every time that you try to do an hour here, an hour there, you are not respecting your passion, your gift, your talent, your calling. You are not respecting that. Every time that you try to spread your time and spread your days, you are not respecting that, because in your mind you're thinking, tomorrow it's this. I mean, not tomorrow this is this, but in 40 minutes, it's this. I don't have time to finish this. So give yourself days. Schedule those days so that Mondays, and on Monday, the muse for your speaking is going to show up. Tuesdays, I am going to give people a power story that's going to connect to them and, get them all excited about what it is that they do. Wednesdays, I am going to show up live, and I am, again, going to do a story, or I am going to give them a call to action because there's something I want them to do. Know what it is that you want to do and show up, but give that gift, that talent, that core of you, that one seed, the respect, right? And so what's going to happen is that when you cut into what it is that you really do, when you get down to the core, all the juiciness, because you're not dry, you're not bored, and you're not feeling guilty, right? All that negativity shrivels. But when you are feeling alive and you're pouring into people, you are filling up and you are overflowing. You have that delicious apple sound, right? And so when you do that, those seeds will be planted and they will grow in the soil that you put them into. So somebody might need you to show up as a speaker, and somebody might need you to show up as a one-on-one call, and somebody might need you to show up on a movie screen. I'm talking to me. Or someone might need you to show up in between pages, or someone might need you to show up in a podcast, or somebody might need to see your passion show up as dance. Whatever your multi-passions are, respect it, feed it, grow it, and then plant those seeds. And that's all I got to say about this, guys. So if you actually want to cash in on your story, you guys need to check out shaniquacannon.tv, and I'll leave the link there. I'm getting ready to run a challenge, a 5-day challenge, when I walk you through how to show up and cash in on your story. So check it out, shaniquacannon.tv. It's right there on the front page. And then we will be getting started this week. I'm excited about it. You guys are going to really, really rock it if you get all the way through. Okay, so I'll see y'all another day. Thanks, my namesake. Thanks, Shaniqua. That's so weird to say. Dr. Fleming. And one day it'll be Dr. Cannon. So thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for feeding back positivity to me, because that is how I breathe on this side of the lens. And I will see you guys tomorrow, because I got another one for you. Bye.